This is a video demonstrating the offers app. As you see, we got related property list, type of deal, related seller league. None of this information, well, all this information needs to be there, but it's automatically created for you. So, related property inspections, related communication, full name, the member, the address, the Zillow stuff, the estimated mortgage amount that's calculated based on either what the seller said or what they owe, and how many years when they actually got the loan. So it kind of gives you estimates on what the balance is if the interest rate was 5%. And this is a place to place your comps. So I use Propelio. Propelio allows you just to copy and paste the URL into here. So whenever I press this button, then it'll go straight to my comps. This is the ARV after I run my comps. So I ran my comps, and the ARV is 150,000. Market rent is 1450. The repairs I get from my property list that I made before. My investor price is calculated. I think the calculation is ARV times 0.78 minus repairs. And then this is if I wanted to sell it to an end buyer. That's how much the end buyer would buy it for. I think that's 80% or 83 or something like that. And this is kind of the same thing as investor cash price. Suggested cash offer is the 64%, but we made a cash offer of $80,000. So that's what we going with. And then the potential wholesale fee is $16,000 if they accept that cash offer. All right. The reinstatement amount is if they had a balance due. And then this is like subject to information if this deal was a subject to or lease option or something like that. And this is where you put in your notes. Now down here are the buttons that do stuff. So if I click on generate report, it'll delete all the old reports. And then it kind of tells me what this deal is. So it gives the basic information. This is good to share with teammates or whatever, so they can look at it. So it gives the address, what the seller says the condition is, how much the seller wants. They want 90,000. We're offering 80,000. So are they behind on payments? Are they willing to sell for the amount owed? Are they willing to sell the finance? This is a cash deal. If this information we filled out, if it was a subject to, says the ARV, the market rent, pretty much give you a breakdown on a PDF form of the deal and what the seller wants in one PDF. So that's great. And then also just generate offer letter is and basically you can choose whatever kind of offer letter you want. So this person already had a offer letter that he wanted to use. So I used his. I just kind of copied and pasted it and put it in Podio. So it gives the date, the name. This is what he wanted to say. He specializes in lease options, so this is a cover page for that. And this is interesting, on his because he gives a breakdown as if if you sold it through a realtor. So the person asked for 90,000. Basically, it breaks down to all the pitfalls of a realtor if you sold through a realtor. So after the rehab and after you pay the realtor fees and then after the closing costs and negotiations, you're down to 60,000, right? Cash, as opposed to if you just let this person buy cash, then you'll get the $80,000. So this is a great way for him to market because it kind of breaks down what you get from a realtor and if you sold it cash. Also, it breaks down other options. So this person, like I said, specializes in lease options, but we can do any kind of seller finance options, subject to options, anything like that based on the calculations that you provide or I give you, whichever one. And this breaks down to where if you bought it, it gives the seller options. If you want to do it cash, we can do 80,000. But if you do a sandwich lease, then we'll pay the option would be 115. Option consideration, you would get $1,305 for the rent every month for 5 years, and then this is another uh, kind of lease option assignments thing to where this person would get 107, but they would get all the market rate. So this is his offers that he presents. So I kind of just put the information in there from Podio, and he can send this to um, his potential seller just by pressing this button right here. So I'm gonna send it off. I'll check the email. Oh, I don't have an email in there yet. My email in here. So let's see. Offer, and then this other thing is generate marketing, where you generate marketing, and basically this is marketing uh, for the deal once you actually get in the contract. Um, kind of gives all your information, the address here, the bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, all the information that an investor would want to see. Also gives a breakdown of the costs to get the deal with the repairs and the sale costs and the holding costs and the loan costs and the purchase closing costs, all those type of things. It provides a lot of information right there automatically just by a click of a button. The repairs, the link to the pictures, the repair description, and all this is getting pulled from Podio. And you can also send this off to whatever investors you want by pressing this button right here. And also these offer statuses. Every time the offer is made, or the offer is accepted, or the offer is rejected, or whatever, it changes this into on the communication app. So as you see, this is inspection scheduled right now. But if I press this offer made, then it will change the communication status to offer made verbally, and it starts the campaign. Sends the email one, the text campaign one, next email date, next text date, and it kind of tells you when those emails and texts are going out. And when it does, then it'll show you the text that goes out every time on this communication app. And if they respond to it, then you will get an email saying, "Hey, somebody responded to your auto text." So that's a great thing. So in any situation, you have a follow up. So if you made the offer, then it starts a follow up thing and telling the seller, "Hey, I just made an offer. I made an offer verbally. Did you accept my offer? What do you think about it?" It sends a text. If you send it through an email, then it sends an auto response thing through for if you send it through an email. If the offer was made, the offer is it was rejected, then it sends some texts and emails about that. So anything, rejected, accepted, thinking about it, no response. Any situation, it has a follow up with it. All right. So once you do actually get the contracts, you send the contract. You can send the contract through here, and it'll send the contract to the seller. I'm just gonna press it right quick. It has the closing date. It automatically says, if you sent the contract, then obviously it's accepted. So it changes that to accepted. It says contract sent to trade, my email address. So I'm gonna go back to my email address here. And as you see, offers, thanks for the opportunity, attaches the offer we can make. This is the offer that I sent to myself earlier. So as you see, it's, kind of exactly what the offer was before. And should be getting, I might have to go to my other email. All right, so I got the contract. And basically it auto fills out everything that I needed to autofill. So, the name, pretty much everything on the contract. So the block, the lot, the address, the price, the title information. The earnest money will have to be manually put in. So we'll put in $100. I gotta initial everything. So put nothing in. Sign here. All right. And as you see, kind of like I said, auto fills everything for you. Submit signature, submit, cool. And now I should see it in my other email because I sent it to myself through two different emails, and this is the seller side of it. So the seller would see all this information. They would have to initial. It's basically breaking it down. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through all this right quick. And then the seller puts in the day. So what's today? The 8th, 2019. Then once this is signed, submit signature. Contract is executed, and it should be changing this to signed. There we go. So it changed to signed, added the contract, and it actually sent it to title. So this is no, it sends contract straight to title, so you don't have to do that. And you said it was sent. You refresh it, then it will say signed. Date the offer was sent. The contract was sent on the 8th. The assignment fee is 16,866. So next thing, and they also attached the contracts on the polio item. So this is a great way just to keep track of your contracts. So it attaches that, everything's filled out, and now all you have to do is market it, and you market it with the generate marketing that I put on there. And once you get it marketed, then and then you find a buyer, then it goes to the next app, which is the contracts and closing app. So this is just a demonstration of what all this can do. This is just one app on here. So, and here goes the marketing again. So you send this out to your buyers and see what you get. So this is a demonstration of the offer app.